How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of The Chalk. My name's Andre Quintana. This is Darius Barton, and we're going to hit you with some Week 10 waiver wire targets.
Hey, let's get it.
Big week for fantasy bye weeks. You know what I mean? We got the Ravens, multiple teams, obviously on bye weeks, so there's definitely a lot of holes to fill. What do you got first?
Right now, I'm thinking let's look quarterbacks. My boy Trevor Lawrence. That's my number one quarterback waiver wire pickup right now. He's a solid option. Jacksonville offense looks good. I've been saying it for weeks now. Trevor
Great.
Lawrence, solid
Great
pickup
young
if you need a quarterback this week.
Definitely, I think a lot of guys in this area, especially, they're not owned in a lot of leagues. We play on Sleeper and also Yahoo, about 60% basically for all these guys. But Trevor Lawrence, Mariota, and Garoppolo, any of those guys,
Options.
yeah, they're all really honestly even moving forward. They're on decent offenses. They got Drake London and Cordero Patterson down there, and Kyle Pitts and in Atlanta. You know what I mean? Over in Etienne and
Garoppolo just got McCaffrey. He'll have Debo
yeah,
back.
and Debo. Yeah, that's gonna be a dynamite offense.
A good offense.
Yeah,
George Kittle, like
if you're sitting there with
potential.
Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers, those types of quarterbacks, even Matt Stafford, that's your QB1 or QB2 your whole season, and you're looking down Jimmy G's on your waiver, go pick up Jimmy G, please.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he's gonna get you
60%
more
is not
points.
high enough for Jimmy Garoppolo. He's better than those guys this season. Maybe not, career-wise and
But
stuff.
no, this season he has more upside.
Oh yeah, no, especially they're gonna be dynamite come down the stretch. So
Don't go off the name value. Go off who's going to get your points this season.
well, and RBs are kind of thin, this week especially. I'm sure everybody's been, hitting the wire a lot. So I just really got two guys in mind, but Rashad White and Zach Moss. I think those are kind of, if you're looking to stash a guy, probably Zach Moss is more of a stash. He's not
Zach
even
Moss,
playing right
so
now.
I have Jonathan Taylor in a few leagues, and it would not be a terrible idea if you have bench depth to just handcuff Zach Moss in case he goes down again.
You never know. Yeah, exactly. You never know what's going to happen. And Rashad White, honestly, we dropped. Also, go check out our other trade fours and trade target video for week 10. But Rashad White, I think you should pick him up. Leonard Fournette, he's just not looking the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so if he falls off and younger, better running backs comes in, steps up,
exactly, needs producing. You know what I mean? Tom loves production.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're out there making moves, Tom's gonna like.
Well, he's only owned in 23% of sleeper and fantasy Yahoo.
We're not saying start him right away, but he's definitely worth the
stash.
Oh,
he's a stash.
Right? Yeah, definitely stash him and.
Especially if you've gone through bye weeks, you know what I mean? All the, Mahomes, Eagles, all those, Bills, all those players, they've all gone through bye weeks.
So yeah, you got like a low-end wide receiver 4 sitting on your bench, someone like that.
You got Devin Duvernay. Honestly, man, I would drop him, to be honest with you. He's on bye week, something like that. Ravens fan over here, but I would drop somebody like that for him. And do you want to kick us off with a couple wide receivers that are steadily available?
Wide receivers, let's go with this pains me to say it, but George Pickens, the madman out of the Steel City.
Well, and he seems to be Kenny Pickett's favorite target. You know what I mean?
And
he's getting a lot of targets.
Like
he does.
He makes some crazy
catches.
He
catch the rock.
If they can get their offense moving, which eventually it's going to have to happen. It's the Steelers. Mike Tomlin doesn't like losing. I know it being a Ravens fan. He's going to get the team going eventually. He'll figure out something. And George Pickens will have upside eventually.
Exactly. And it's just him and Deontay Johnson now. Claypool's gone, you know what I mean? And then they got fired with still as well. But
I think Johnson has not shown enough production this season to be a solid wide receiver 1. So I think Pickens eventually, by the end of the season, will be the Steelers' wide receiver.
Exactly, man. And the best part about it, he's only owned in 73%, which still isn't a lot of leagues.
He's got high ownership. If he's available in your leagues, he's worth the stash.
Yeah, he should be in the 90s for sure. So I'd go pick up George Pickens if you can see him. But surprisingly, Michael Gallup's in 40% ownership right now.
They don't respect the Cowboys, man.
We'll see what happens with Odell and whatnot, him going there. But as of right now, Michael Gallup, he was injured the first half of the season. He's probably the wide receiver too there. Noah Brown, his production kind of fell off, but exactly. So I mean, they're high octane offense. They were number 1 last year. Dak's coming off injury, kind of getting back in the groove.
Yeah, once Dak gets his motion going, he's going to be throwing 4 touchdowns a game again. So
it's
going to give touchdown upside for Michael.
Yeah, Michael Gallup's honestly a good pickup right now. I would definitely go grab him.
What else you got at wide receiver?
Rondell Moore, he's been having a good couple weeks, and I think this is just a plug and play for right now. If you're just like, all right, man, shit, I need a guy this week. He's only owned in 77%. Still should be in the 90s. Yeah, if you needed an end of the bench flex for maybe 1-2 more weeks until Hollywood Brown gets back. Once Brown comes back, you can drop him on him.
Moore's not going to have value at once Hollywood's back.
Exactly, but if you just need a guy this week, literally fantasy surgery, you need him today.
It has upside to get you 40 yards, maybe a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to get you some points.
Exactly, his floor is going to be probably like a 4 in standard. So, Yeah, let's kick it off. Tight ends. Mark Andrews out on bye week. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people looking for a tight end this week.
Mark Andrews. Who else we going with tight end wise this week? Evan Ingram out in Jacksonville. Just like we said, Trevor Lawrence, a big waiver wire pickup this week. If you can match Trevor Lawrence plus Evan Ingram, that's a pretty good duo because Evan Ingram's a good red zone threat. He's had a few off years, but he's still a solid tight end option. He's a good receiver. He has good hands. Mm-hmm. And in that offense, he has opportunity because they're deep at wide receiver. They're going to be spreading the coverage around. They're not going to be focusing on Evan Ingram.
Travis Etienne's the number one there now. They got Christian Kirk on the
they're
outside.
Be playing
exactly. They're not going to be playing, Evan Ingram tight.
So he has potential to get open, maybe get a touchdown. So I think he's a solid tight end.
Yeah, exactly. You got Mark Andrews on a buy, solid streamer option. You know what I mean? And same thing with Juwan Johnson. Out there in New Orleans. I know that Taysom Hill's also there, and he's also, a tight end in fantasy and whatnot. But honestly, man, it's same thing. You got a guy on bye week, and he can fall in the end zone. You know what I mean? He fell in the end zone 2 weeks ago in London. You know what I mean? 2 or 3 weeks ago. I can't remember exactly, but he fell in the end zone twice. You know what I mean? So it could happen. He could easily get you a 10. His floor is probably 3 catches for 35 yards, something like that. But that's okay. That's fine. It's a tight end. Especially if you're diving this deep for a tight end. Both these guys, by the way, Juwan Johnson 16%. He's probably available in everybody's league that's watching this video.
Ranked
11. And Evan Ingram 53%. So he's also once again probably available in your league.
Yeah. So if you need tight end, solid options there.
We won't go into specifics, but a couple of kickers. Just you got a guy on bye week or whatever. You're just looking for a streamer. Brett Maher for Dallas, 28%. Also, he's currently the kicker number 10. You probably just roll with him the rest of the year if you got a kicker's just not really doing well.
And then I got Tucker in the league, and I picked up my boy Matt Gay. Los Angeles Rams, Stafford going to be out. I think he's going to go out and kick some field goals this week because they're not going to be getting in the end zone a lot. So.
Hell yeah.
Good week for the kicker.
It is, man. And who do you got for some streaming options at defense this week?
Defense, if they're available, I really like the Broncos, honestly, but they're not available in a lot of leagues. Mm-hmm. But defense 11, they have a tough matchup this week against the Titans, but they're worth the stash at least because that defense is built top to bottom. So.
Oh, definitely. They got guys at all 3 levels. I also think this is just strictly if Josh Allen's out, this is a good streamer option. Vikings, they're the number 15 defense, only owned in 25% of sleeper leagues. But if Josh Allen's out, Vikings defense will probably have a really good day. You know what I mean? It's going to be weird day. Case Keenum's going to be starting. Who knows what can happen? I think Vikings will be a good play this week.
Yeah. Another one, Cardinals, Arizona.
Exactly.
Great defense, putting up numbers this season, not giving up.
The defense 7, man, and they're only owned in still at this point 71%. Not that much.
Yeah, they're available in a lot of leagues, so you can pick up the Cardinals.
Oh, and at this point, Stafford's in the concussion protocol. You know what I mean?
So Stafford's out. They have potential.
Oh, they're
ball out,
have
a big week.
Great week. They're gonna have a fantastic week.
Eat hungry this week.
Oh yeah. So right on. We'll chalk it up till next time, guys. Have a great rest of your day. And thanks for joining us.